We are under the lights this evening as we... And here's Jose Peraza, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For Boston.
First offering on its way. First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. And fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. Well, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've had a rough go of it of late as they've lost 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 at this homestand.
Andrew Benintendi is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. 0-2 the count to Benintendi.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. He's got it. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the dangerous bat of J.D. Martinez. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll ricochet off the facade out there in left center. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's lying in bed. A pitch away from posting a 0 in the first, and he makes a big mistake, and he pays the price. So now he's got to work on leaving him out there at second base.
Xander Bogaerts is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2-out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, D-Row, you touched it on it right there. I think.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. And he is in there.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Here now is Rafael Devers as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Past meetings against Lance McCullers, he's gone 2 for 5. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Devers is the leading vote getter at third base in all-star balloting coming into today, so it looks very likely at least that he'll be on the squad. Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Number 23, Michael Chavis.
So here's Michael Chavis now, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
Behind 0-2 now. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Brantley going back, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, they take the lead.
Number 99.
Now at the plate, Alex Verdugo. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Springer is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Astros,
fouled away.
Left fielder, Michael Brantley.
Behind 0-2 now. Perez has logged upwards of 900 innings on the mound so far, and through those innings he's posted a whip a little under 1.5. Certainly something he'd like to improve on. And there's one gone to start the night.
Batting second.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses, ball one. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This one's down to third. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2. A diving effort as it's off his glove, and the recovery throw will have no chance at second. It's an infield single, and there are 2 on with 1 away now.
Not shortstop.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Carlos Correa is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
George Springer the next to hit, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The numbers on the year: 272, 7 homers, and 22 RBIs.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Hit in the air out to center field. Chasing after it is Pilar. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 2 left for the Astros. They trail here. All set for the start of the inning, and now it'll be the catcher, Christian Vasquez. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealing with a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
As he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
The throw pulls him off the bag.
And that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
Jose Peraza is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Hit in the air to center field. Springer has a read on it. 1 out. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Vasquez on second. Pilar at first, one gone. Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike two.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Springer is there now, and he has it. Two gone. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
And this one will bounce into the wall. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Number 61.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Cold strike, 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. And that's the third out. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Verdugo waits on it. 1 out. Now at the plate, Yuli Gurriel. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Skied into straightaway right. Verdugo waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 8, the designated hitter.
Striding forward now, Jack Mayfield. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. In the dirt, and he can't quite dig it out.
Batting 9, the catcher, Martin.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And up next, the former Angel Martin Maldonado. Swing and a line drive. Foul. A runner on first with 2 away. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Astros leave 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Pulled toward right center field. Springer has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 23.
1 gone here in the Boston third. And Michael Chavis will step in at the plate.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number
So bases
99.
are empty here with 2
Alex
gone, and that brings up the
Verdugo.
outfielder Alex Verdugo. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down.
And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Hey, after
Now
that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Christian Vasquez is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Vasquez is widely considered one of the elite backstops in the game, of course. His skills behind the plate are well documented, and in a position like catcher, that makes a... And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning.
We're back now as the Astros ready to bat in the 3rd inning, and as they do, it's a good time to discuss their offense, which has been a real source of pride for this club. They come into this game near the top of the league in both batting average and on-base percentage. And talking to a few of the players earlier, they emphasized the importance of having quality at-bats every time one of them goes to the plate. One player told me, "We have a lot of professional hitters on this team, and we hold each other up to a certain standard." Guys, that level of accountability seems to make them a difficult bunch to deal with.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 2.
So stepping in, Alex Bregman. He singled his last time up. Popped him up. Chavis takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. The Red Sox lead it 6-0.
Leading off
Into the box now, Kevin
center
Pillar,
fielder, number 5.
as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2. Line drive to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the 4th as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you can see, he's right up there, 4th in the AL in that category. So now to the plate, Jose Peraza, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. 6 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. On a line to shortstop. And they got there so quickly, the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out.
The left fielder.
So digging in now, Andrew Benintendi. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. There's strike 2 on a fastball right down the middle.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Springer has a read on it. 2 gone. So a runner at first with 2 away, and into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. In there, 0-1.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Called strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll ricochet off the facade out there in left center. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Wow, when you're swinging the bat like he is, you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more ABs. That's his 3rd hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
Xander Bogaerts is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. 6 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. He pulls into second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
You simply cannot offer a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and even 30 home runs on the year, as this lead got even wider. Austin Pruitt gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Michael Chavis stands in as he looks at a called strike. Strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So they nearly bat around. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Carlos Correa. A high fastball is in there.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
And he got him.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Here's George Springer, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this is fouled into the seats over from first. Got him.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
Josh Reddick.
So here's Josh Reddick, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And next to hit is the catcher, Christian Vasquez. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now the Astros are going to get a left-hander up and cranking out in the bullpen. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now, Kevin Pillar. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And he takes strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. High and deep to right center. Reddick on the run, but he won't get there. Into the gap it goes. Around second now and headed for third. And he's safe.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
Jose Peraza is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Andrew Benintendi is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. So 1. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
0-2 is the count.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Seared down the first baseline. Reined in. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Martin Maldonado, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 11-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next will be the imposing power bat, J.D. Martinez. First offering on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Fastball called for strike 2. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now
Rafael Devers the next to bat.
Rafael.
Yeah, Matt, that last at bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Devers, right field and carrying well. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year. And, in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. Michael Chavis comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1. Line drive to left. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And a relay to the plate. And he's out on the tag. A one-run is in to score on the play.
The right fielder, number 99, Alex Verdugo.
Standing in now, Alex Verdugo, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. High in the air out to center field. Springer on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Red Sox settle for just the 1. Here's Michael Brantley, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. This is pulled into right. And a reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half gainer to try to flag it down.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting it at one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Alex Bregman is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding the zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
Swing and a liner, but foul.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
That just misses off the inside for ball 1.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Alex Bregman is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Popped up. Chavis will get there as he's able to tuck this one away just past the first base dugout for out number 2.
The batter, number 1.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, after starting a game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hitting.
George Springer.
At the plate, George Springer. Now a ball lined to the left side. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros. Just about given up for dead. It's 12. Standing in, Christian Vasquez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Vasquez.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Line towards center field. Springer is right there, 1 down.
The batter, number 3.
One man is out in the Red Sox 7th, and digging into bat next, it'll be Jose Peraza. First delivery to him on the way. Runners on first with 1 down. In there, strike 2. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly. Altuve for 1. Over to Gurriel for an inning-ending double play. Nothing doing for Boston. Digging in, Josh Reddick. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
The right fielder,
Matt Barnes gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Boston, number 32, Matt.
First pitch on its way.
Nope, up there.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Reddick behind a ball and 2 strikes. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The next 1-2 pitch. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, and he fouls this one off. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate now, Jack Mayfield, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. No hits to this point. Strike taken, good bender on the outside there. fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike three. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Ready to begin the 8th, and next it'll be the outfielder, Andrew Benintendi. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Here's J.D. Martinez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Last time through was a base hit. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll ricochet off the facade out there in left center. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day.
Now pitching for
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
Davinsky.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Onto the balcony and gone. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Number 31 for him on the season as the blowout continues.
Yeah, that was solid strategy going with the right-handed reliever there. Looking for the right-on-right advantage. But he took that strategy and blasted it into the outfield stands. Guy on the bump just didn't execute the pitch he wanted.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And this is going to find the wall out around the 373 sign. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
The first baseman, number
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there.
Davis.
Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. And here's a fastball called for strike one. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Strike two as the fastball is let go. 3 runs already home here. Hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit. Devers is on his way home. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
No balls and a strike to count. Boy, right down the middle for strike two.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well-executed changeup, if he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
A little roller toward the hole. Oh, what a stop on the slide. On to first, and they get the double play.
Now batting.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
Called strike 0-2. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Hey, D-Row, there's a case of trying to sneak a piece of cheese by a guy after starting him off with back-to-back off-speed pitches, has him 0-2, and can't get that fastball by him.
Yeah, you're doing him a favor right there. You got him dead to rights, 0-2. You can expand the zone. You can go north, south, east, west, and what does he do? He leaves a fastball, a hittable fastball, and he was able to get a knock.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Back goes Springer at the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. So now they'll have two men in scoring position following the two-out double.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall in left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here.
Framber Valdez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. This is line to left. A dive, but it's off his glove. He's in at second safely, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Now back, left fielder, Andrew.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Behind 0-2 now. Rips this one to first. Boy, and call off the dogs already, as this is down for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
For the Red Sox, the designated hitter, J.D.
Into the box, J.D. Martinez. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. He's looking to make this a very memorable ball game, as he's already 5 for 5. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. A swing by Martinez, and this is driven to left. Brentley has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. But a big inning here is ready once again. Martin Maldonado. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ryan Brazier is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Brazier.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Popped him up. Chavis has room in foul territory. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next to
now at the plate, Alex Bregman. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Bregman.
Fouled off. Brazier is at least partially known for his big power slider. A lot of break on that pitch, but what makes it unique is how hard he's able to throw it. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Ready on 0-2.
Ball, that's out.
Fouled away.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Now batting, second baseman.
Has a look, now the pitch.
Altuve.
2 out with the man at first. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And it's over the train tracks. An incredible blast.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that
That's
guy.
shortstop.
Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. So they all set to start the ninth in this one, and stepping in as the veteran shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Behind 0-2 now. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Shot back up the middle. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Now
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
This is on the ground over to first. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Joe Smith enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Your attention, please. Now
into the box now, Michael Chavis. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Bregman fields it cleanly. The tag gets 1 on to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
The right fielder, number 99.
So coming to the plate, Alex Verdugo, runner in scoring position with Sugan. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
Up next,
and this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
0-1 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. Strike 2. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Correa. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Digging in now, George Springer, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Josh Reddick. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The first baseman, number 10.
So here's Yuli Gurriel. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over. 20-2 in tonight's game. Boston get their 30th win on the road so far this season. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is now in the box. Jonathan Arauz. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Boston, the second baseman, Jonathan.
And that's in there for a strike. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, hey, D-Roll, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Roll, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Alex Verdugo is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Popped up. And there's out number 2.
Batting third.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez, looking to stay hot. He's coming off a 5-hit performance in last night's contest. No balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the. And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Astros,
Fouled
the left
off.
fielder, Michael Brantley.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Curveball got him swinging for the first out. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, man, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
And it's fouled away. One out, nobody on. Here's a pop-up now. Moreland in foul ground. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Batting third, the second baseman.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike two. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three. Nothing in the Houston first. We've played an
leading off for Boston.
And the pitch.
The shortstop, Xander.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Skied down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. There's a line drive, and he's swinging it as good as anyone, folks. The streak will continue. He's got a base hit. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And as you can see, he currently ranks second in the AL in that department. Rafael Devers the next to bat. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. To second for one. On to first to complete the double play.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Mitch.
And the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone, because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Stepping into the box, Carlos Correa, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Carlos
took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scooped up, and that's out number one.
Batting fifth.
Standing in, Yuli Gurriel. And he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. The 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well. And I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Yuli Gurriel becomes out number 2 this inning.
George Springer.
Here's George Springer, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. This is on the ground over to first. And Moreland will take this one to the bag himself, and the side is retired. Astros go down.
Leading off for Boston.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Kevin.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
0-1.
And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back to...
Uh-oh, hold that thought as this one is deep down the line in left. Hooking, but it's a fair ball. Home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
Well, this is something you don't see every day. It had the distance the second it left the bat. But it was anybody's guess whether it was going to be fair or foul. That is, until it clanked off the top of the foul pole. No question or controversy now. That's an impressive homer.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to third. Bregman gloves it. Throw on to first. So a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Batting ninth.
One gone here in the Boston third. And with it brings the left-handed swinging Andrew Benintendi in there for strike one.
That elevated fastball right there. That is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
0-2 the count to Benintendi. Yanked hard, but foul to the right.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. The next 0-2. Lined hard toward right center. Springer arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Arauz. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. 2 out, nobody on. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Line to the right side. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2 base hits this year. And, in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. Alex Verdugo is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Comes set, the 0-1. Oh, and that is right there for strike two.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
This is pulled into right. That's in there. Base hit. The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. So here's Josh Reddick, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. And with 1 gone, time for a check of the standings to see where the Red Sox place in the American League East.
Mayfield.
Now the Astros designated hitter, Jack Mayfield. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Waiting on it is Benintendi. 2 gone. Into the box now, Garrett Stubbs. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And that's in there for strike 1. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. All set for the start of the fourth. And digging in is the veteran DH, J.D. Martinez. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Strike two called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the line.
Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. Into the Crawford boxes and gone.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Xander Bogaerts will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Springer has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Up next for the Red Sox, the third baseman.
Here now is Rafael Devers. Here comes the first pitch. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike. And he takes strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Springer on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. The Red Sox. Here's Michael Brantley back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Lifted down the line in left. Devers in foul ground, and they can't run it down. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third with a strikeout, and there's one away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. 0-1, here's the pitch. Slow roller down the third baseline. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Down the third baseline. No runs, no hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Next up for the Red Sox, Kevin Pillar. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that is just shy of the box seats, off the top of the wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Now
He's
back.
not going to complain, but he was thinking what the rest of us were thinking when that left his bat. Home run number 2. Didn't quite have enough, so he has to be content with a double.
Kevin Plawecki is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Pilar stands at second with no outs. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
The center fielder, number 16, Andrew Benintendi.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 0-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Arauz. No balls and 1 strike. Set to deliver the 0-1.
0-2 is the count.
High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. 1 away. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Verdugo.
First offering on its way.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. 1 run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. And he's safe at the plate. As they pile on, it's now a 6-0 game.
Now batting.
Usually a hitter would shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy on the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Now a rocket deep down the line in left. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. Brantley's able to get it in, and that runner will have to hold on at third base. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Line toward the gap in left center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. To second now, but he's safe as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Now batting.
Man, if I was on the mound, I would not let this guy hurt me. He's been tearing the cover off the ball the entire series, and he drives 2 more in right here.
He is definitely a man on a mission, and he's making a huge impact. 0-for-2 for him to this point. Hanging curveball taken, though, for a second strike. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, The first
So striding in, Mitch Moreland. He flew out in his last at-bat. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive and a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Heading out towards shallow right. Reddick has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 9 men come. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager, and he told me overall he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Got him to go down swinging there. Carlos Correa is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 5th.
Gurriel.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, and he fouls this one off. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Smoked on the ground left side. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive, 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
On to first, not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it, so Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw none.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Houston. They're on. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the whole field. He said that always seems to be a recipe for success, and their 7 extra base hits in this one are evidence that it has been.
Thank you, Heidi. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Here it comes. Kevin Plawecki stands in as he looks at a called strike.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
Hit to third. And there's out number 2.
The center field.
2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. In there, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a curveball taken for strike 2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he won.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Back goes Springer at the track, the wall, and it's gone as they add still another. Andrew Benintendi leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 17 for him on the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Standing in now, Jonathan Arauz as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 2 out, nobody on. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And this one will bounce into the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
So now to the plate, Alex Verdugo. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. The Red Sox tack on 1 more thanks to the solo home run. Stepping in, Jack Mayfield. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And the Astros get something started right away. It's a leadoff double.
The catcher.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their 2nd hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
He was a strikeout victim in his first try. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here it comes, 0-2. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Arauz ranging into the outfield, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The left fielder,
1 away for the Astros here in the 6th, and that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder Michael Brantley. Now this pitch is sent on the ground for the first baseman Moreland, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The batter, the third baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Alex Bregman. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. No balls and a strike to count. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Giving chase is Benintendi, but it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Astros leave 1. They're down 9-0. Trying to pick things up where we left off, J.D. Martinez. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First delivery to him on the way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground to third. And that's through into left, so a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that's, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get 1 more at bat in this one.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Drilled on the ground to short. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. But they will not get an out on the play as he beats the throw to first, and there are 2 on to start the inning now. Digging in, Rafael Devers, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. This is on the ground over to first. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Number 197 in his career as they just continue to pour it on here.
The right fielder, number 5.
The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Now batting.
Hey, guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Kevin Plawecki is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. 4 runs here in this half inning. High and deep to right center. Springer giving chase. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for 3rd. And he'll make it up to 3rd safely here with 1 away.
Now batting. The 7th.
One man is out in the Red Sox 7th, and with it brings the left-handed swinging Andrew Benintendi. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1.
A man at 3rd with 1 away. Called strike 0-2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. And the tag gets him. But a run is in to score away from the play.
Up next for the Red Sox.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Jonathan Arauz. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. First pitch on its way.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
The 0-1 pitch.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
The 0-2 once more. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. In there, a base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the
leading up
at the plate now, Jose Altuve.
Second baseman.
Popped him up.
Jose
Moreland moving to his left. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And that's taken for strike one.
Hey, it's really hard to pitch a gem. And what helps? This guy's first pitch strike percentage, how about 100%? Can't get any better than that.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Line drive to left. And he'll reach down to make the catch as he takes that one right off his shoe tops for the second out.
Now batting, first baseman.
So here's Yuli Gurriel, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Moreland in foul ground. And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him back.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Astros go down 1-2-3. But this one. New inning set to get underway. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Alex Verdugo.
Alex Verdugo.
From the stretch. Set to deliver the 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and
a swing and a high drive to right center field. And that is off the wall. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Wow, when you're swinging the bat like he is, you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more ABs. That's his 3rd hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
J.D. Martinez is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. Fastball called for strike 2. Smith was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rule, there's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his 2nd home run of the game, as this lead got even wider.
Up next for the Red Sox.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Now batting, 3rd baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Rafael Devers. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Digging in once again, Mitch Moreland. In terms of previous meetings with Joe Smith, just a 3 for 13 batting line. And a high strike there, 0-1.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. A swing by Moreland and a ball soaring to right field. Back goes Reddick to the track, to the wall, and it's gone as they add still another. Mitch Moreland
Your
with a
attention,
solo
please.
home run, the
Now,
198th of his career,
Number
as the
54.
blowout continues.
Roberto.
Into the box, Kevin Pillar,
Osuna.
as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. George Springer the next to hit. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Austin Bryce is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Count 0-2.
And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Hey, Matty V, this guy had it going in this one. You look down at the bottom of that scroll. 10 strikeouts. He hit that swing and miss stuff from the beginning all the way to the end in this one.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. Fouled away. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's another 0-2. Line drive, fair ball down the line. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Well, it isn't exactly earth-shattering, but when you struggle like they have at the plate all day, you take any extra base hit that you can get. If they can string together a few at-bats like that, they're going to get right back into this thing.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. And low, it's a ball and a strike. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Popped him up. Plawecki over to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Striding in once again, Garrett Stubbs. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Fouled off. Breaking ball is swung on and bounced to short. Gloved by Bogaerts. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for Houston. They're in a wee bit of a hole. All set for the start of the inning. And next to hit is the catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
The catcher, Kevin.
Here comes the first pitch. Slurve, and he jumps ahead here 0-2. High pop-up. Gurriel is calling for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
the center fielder.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
0-2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line toward right center. But this will hang up long enough for the center fielder to run under it as he makes the play for the second out.
Jonathan.
In now,
Arauz.
Jonathan Arauz. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in its last at bat. In there, no balls and a strike. Fastball called for strike 2. Hit in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Striding in, Michael Brantley. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. And it's fouled away. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Alex Bregman is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Late that time for a strike. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over. 17. Afternoon baseball here on the show. So here's Michael Chavis now, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For the Red Sox.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Michael
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has taken it on the chin the first 2 games of this series.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. It's up and out of here into the archways. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. Number 21 for him on the season. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0. To the plate now, Kevin Pillar. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. Pillar is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Batting third.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez, an absolute hitting machine right now. He's already added 9 base hits to his season total in this series alone. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. On the ground to third. Diaz picks it up. And that's the second out.
Batting fourth. The shortstop.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He's been swinging a hot bat in the series with 7 base hits coming in. Fastball in there for a called strike. 2 out, nobody on. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Some 2-out success to keep the top of the first alive. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
He certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting fifth.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive. 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there. This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. He'll go to Correa for the force, and that ends the inning. The Red Sox are on the board. And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch. He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Michael Brantley sent packing to start out the bottom of the first. Striding into the box, Josh Reddick. Popped him up. Arauz is there for it. 2 gone.
Batting third.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. It remains 1-0. Into the box now, Alex Verdugo. And he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games.
Alex.
Right there for strike 1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone into the upper deck. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1 pitch on its way.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Line to the right side. Reddick is there, and he'll bring this one in. So it's back to the top of the order now, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now.
And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
The left fielder, number 5, Kevin Pillar.
At the plate, Kevin Pillar, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Strike 2.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
This is line to left into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out.
Now batting.
2 men on, 2 out, and that'll bring up the dangerous bat of J.D. Martinez. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
In there, strike 2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
Into center field, line drive base hit. And he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Xander Bogaerts is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Hit hard to short. And that's through into left, a base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Standing in now, Jonathan Arauz. And that's in there, base hit. 1 run scores. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you get that big base hit that drives into frustrating for a pitcher.
Number 47.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. That's in there, base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike 2.
I got to count 0-2.
Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. And he will crash into the wall, but hold on to it there for the final out of the inning. Here's Carlos Correa now. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Yuli Gurriel comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. He'll check in here at 277. 9 homers and 32 driven in. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Here's George Springer. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
2 out, nobody on. Again, he sends it out of play. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They've obviously got a double-digit total in the hits column, but perhaps just as impressive is that they've not struck out a single time today. That's about as rare as it gets in today's sport. So they have a lot to feel good about right now, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
0-2 the count to Benintendi. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Road, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
And that's the first out.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Kevin Pillar. Head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. He's 1 for 4. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
And he takes strike 2. Second and third here, 1 man out. Hard hit ball to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Now at the plate, J.D. Martinez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
Now a changeup hit on the ground to shortstop. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Red Sox. And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Foul tip held on to behind the plate at strike 2. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. Now to the plate, Jack Mayfield, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. And he'll continue this roll he's on. Make it 6 strikeouts in a row. Gracious, 2 away.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's thrown. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Into the box now, Martin Maldonado. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Sale has his target. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful?
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They still find them. Into the box, Xander Bogaerts. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
And there's a base hit on the line. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the fourth as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you can see, he currently ranks second in the AL in that department. Stepping in now, Jonathan Arauz. No balls and 1 strike. In there, and he's in control, 0-2 now.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reddick has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's set, and the pitch. Bogaerts stands at first with 1 out. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there, base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock.
Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's 7-0.
When you're up by 7 runs any time in a game, let alone this early, it feels awfully good. They are hitting on all cylinders here, but they have to be careful not to let off the gas pedal now.
Christian Vasquez is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. 0-1 count, and the pitch. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or trying to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's 8-0.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired. Going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Fastball called for strike 2. Still only 1 out in the inning. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Michael Chavis stands in as he looks at a called strike. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hot shot on the ground is short. Reined in. Onto Altuve for the force out, and the inning is over. Here's Michael Brantley back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Brantley A 32-year-old veteran. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but
Now
he's playing
batting,
to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Josh Reddick comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Arauz is able to look this one in just past the third base dugout, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In there, strike one.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Fouled away. No runs, no hits, no errors in the ball game for the Astros to this point. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Still 8-0. Rogelio Armenteros gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Kevin Pillar is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Looking at his career totals, Pillar hits a little over the 270 mark. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Here's J.D. Martinez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Slow little grounder left side. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The batter, number 2.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Xander Bogaerts. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there, right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike.
Yeah, if he's gonna pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's gonna have to pull a trigger a little.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Thank you, Heidi. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pillar arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The first baseman, number 10.
So here's Yuli Gurriel looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The center fielder,
George
number
Springer
4.
the next to hit. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hey, listen, D-Row, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single. And hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack, per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the streets. This could get the offense going.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Next up for the Stros, Aledmus Diaz. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Sales sets. 0-1 pitch on its way. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Fouled off. No runs, just one hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Count remains at 0-2.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitchers.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Astros leave one. They're on the short end. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, Jonathan Arauz. In there, 0-1.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Liner toward right center. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. At the plate now Alex Verdugo.
The right fielder, Alex.
As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Base is empty here with nobody out. He pulls this one into right. Reddick is there, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Christian.
Striding in for Boston,
Vasquez.
Christian Vasquez. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. And a strike called at the knees. Nothing in 1. 1 out, nobody on. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Line drive to center field. Springer is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andrew.
Settling in now, Andrew Benintendi. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Good changeup, and it's 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Liner in there for a base hit. So he's aboard with his 2nd hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see, he's right up there, 4th in the AL in that category. In now, Michael Chavis, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Fastball called for strike 2. A runner on first with 2 away. Line towards center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Well, the Red Sox. Now batting, Jack Mayfield. He'll start things out in their half
Leading
of the
up
sixth
for the
as they look to
Astros,
shake things up
the
here for a
designated
lineup
hitter,
that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning. Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power
Now
pitcher
batting,
that has a
catcher,
good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Martin Maldonado is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great
left
command,
fielder,
great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
To the plate now, Michael Brantley. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Astros go down 1-2-3. Lead looks insurmountable. At the plate, Kevin Pillar.
Leading off for Boston,
First pitch of the at-bat.
Kevin Pillar.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Left side. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
One man is out in the Red Sox 7th, and into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Strike 2.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Hot shot to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now.
Xander.
Here comes the first pitch. Two out, nobody on. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. A bouncer to the left side. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Down in last half of the 7th here, and that brings up the former Gold Glover Josh Reddick. Heath Hembry gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Number 37, Heath Hembry.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right, and it's a foul ball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2, and it's fouled away. Here's the 0-2. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
The batter, the second baseman.
Ready now, Jose Altuve. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Runners on first with one down. And he fouls this one off. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. One there. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Nothing doing there for Houston. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. To begin the eighth, and set to go as the third baseman, Jonathan Arauz.
Jonathan Arauz.
Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Yeah, and some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Gone! And that's a special home run. Mitch Moreland continues to add to his major league total. That's the 200th home run in what's turning into a pretty nice career.
And guys, 200 homers is a feat a lot of players never even get close to. If you get to this point, you've definitely established yourself as something of a decent power threat. So you can bet pitchers are aware of his power when he steps into the batter's box. He's definitely earned some respect.
Austin Pruitt comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is pulled into right. Reddick is there to put it away for out number one.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Vasquez. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first two pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Reddick is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The center fielder.
At the plate, Andrew Benintendi. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first and get him easily, and the side is retired. Digging in, Yuli Gurriel. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Colton Brewer is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Boston.
First pitch on its way.
48. Colton
Brewer has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. And another foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
So now to the plate, George Springer, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Good cut fastball that time, and he's in control now. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's
third
back-to-back
baseman,
Ks, and
16.
he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box now, Aledmus Diaz. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Good riding action to that thing, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. 2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Fouled away. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. 1, 2, 3 go the. All set to start the 9th in this one, and Michael Chavis will step in at the plate.
Michael.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. In time to first, and error 2 away.
Now batting. The designated
At the plate now is the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. At the plate, Jack Mayfield starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
0-1 the count.
Ryan Brazier.
Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Popped him up. Arauz has a play. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
Stepping up
The
now,
catcher.
Martin Maldonado. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. To third. On to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out now.
Now batting. Left fielder.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Michael Brantley. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Behind 0-2 now. Last strike now for Houston. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Lifted down the line in left, and they can't run it down. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 12-0, the rather convincing shutout final score. The Bo Sox played in an even dozen runs to come out on top today. Chris Sale picks up his league-leading 13th win, permitting only 1 hit in 6 complete innings. Jose